Does eating chocolate give you acne?
No.
Nothing we eat causes acne, but go easy on the breakfast cereals. Acne affects over 96% of teenagers at some time during their adolescence. Each human hair grows in an individual pouch in the skin called a follicle, from the Latin for little bag. Feeding into each follicle is a gland that secretes a waxy substance called sebum, Latin for grease or suet. Next to each follicle is another gland, which carries sweat up to the surface of the skin through a tiny pore, from poros, Greek for passage. During puberty, testosterone levels increase in both boys and girls, giving rise to an overproduction of sebum. This spills out into the sweat pores, clogging them up with oily compost ripe for bacteria. The result is a pimple. A colony of these is called acne vulgaris, acne for short. Boys have higher levels of testosterone than girls, which is why they also tend to have worse acne. So it's not chocolate, but testosterone that causes acne. But diet is a factor too, and some foods definitely make it worse. In 1981, Professor David Jenkins, a Toronto-based nutritionist, measured the effects of carbohydrates on blood sugar levels. He found that starchy foods like white bread, cereals, and potatoes raised blood sugar levels dramatically, but sugary foods had much less effect. Starchy foods have a simpler chemical structure and are easier for the digestive system to convert into glucose, the most absorbable form of sugar. Protein, fats, and more complex sugars like chocolate are harder to absorb. From this, Jenkins devised a scale called the GI or glycemic index, from Greek glykys, sweet, and haima, blood. Foods with a high GI score, the ones that raise blood sugar levels most, create a surge in the production of insulin, the hormone that regulates the body's intake of glucose. Insulin is itself controlled by testosterone, and dairy products are in turn thought to stimulate testosterone. So at breakfast, it's the cereal and the milk, a double dose of hormonal stimulants, rather than the sugar that may aggravate the acne. The English word acne was first used in 1835, but it comes from a 500-year-old Assyrian spelling mistake. In the 6th century, Aetius Amidinus, a physician from the city of Amida, now in modern Turkey, accidentally coined a new word, acne, to describe a pimple. He had meant to write acme, Greek for point. Munching your favorite chocolate bar produces endorphins, which help relieve pain, reduce stress, and lower the risk of heart disease and cancer. But pure cacao doesn't have the same effect. Mere chemicals are not enough to satisfy the craving. We also need taste, texture, and memories to set our hearts, literally, racing. In 2007, a research company, the Mind Lab, showed that for some people, especially women, eating a piece of dark chocolate made the heart beat faster and for longer than a passionate kiss.